Good afternoon, colleagues and friends. I thought today I'll spend a bit more time talking about who I am rather than what I did. I come from a family of 4, younger of 2 sons. My mother was a Chinese teacher, no-nonsense one, strict disciplinarian. I think not so much like Amy Chua, but still quite strict. She put a lot of expectations on us in terms of scoring well for our tests and exams, and there are unspoken targets. 95 and above, I get a good praise. 95 and below, I get some scolding. Below 90, heavy scolding. Below 80, I'll show her the script with a cane. That's how we are brought up. But what I thought was quite amazing, once I reached secondary school, she became hands-off. So with my newfound freedom, somehow I imposed her standard of self-discipline on myself. So I guess somehow through her own clever ways, she inculcated self-discipline and hard work in me, as well as my brother. My father was an opposition MP, as you all know by now. But when I was born, he was a businessman, small business, doing import and export of ornamental fishes. He owns a fish farm in Lorong Chuan in the kampong. Currently, that's in Aljunied GRC. I was his farmhand. We don't live there, but we spend quite a bit of time there. Weekend, he'll bring me there. I will help him catch the fishes, do the packing and all that. I'm only allowed to touch the hardy ones because the delicate ones I might kill them. But that's what I did when I was young. I went through school. My mother places a lot of emphasis on my education. Very lucky for me to get a scholarship from the government. Lucky because otherwise my parents would not be able to afford sending me overseas. So I went to London School of Economics. In my free time, in the hall, I washed dishes to earn extra pocket money. At that time, they pay us something like £7 an hour, which is not bad at all. No? I think it must be a student special price. So with that extra money, I have more pocket money to go traveling in Europe. That whole experience of independence, self-reliance, seeing the world, seeing Europe, I think was a very good confidence building exercise and character development. I came back, served my bond, went to many ministries and departments. I think there are a few assignments that stood out for me. One was when I negotiated the US-Singapore Free Trade Agreement. It was special because that was very hard work, but I keep thinking to myself, we are a little red dot, they are a world superpower, why do they want to negotiate something like that with us? By the end of the day, we managed to seal a deal, and a good deal, and I think we secured the economic future for Singapore for many years. And I realized that we as a small dot, we must always be fighting for international space. Even the seemingly impossible, negotiating with a superpower, I think with grit, with determination, working together as a team, making sure we are capable, I think the impossible can be achieved. Then I worked for, at that time, Deputy Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong as his Principal Private Secretary. Of course, in that course, I got to learn the policy thinking behind many policies. But I think most important of all, I got to watch at close range how the PM makes his decisions. And without fail, every single time, he makes decisions for the long-term benefit of Singapore. And it is always about bringing real benefits to real people. And so I think those became my guiding principles, which I carried over to WDA when I became the CEO. And I applied those principles, think long-term, always about real benefits to real people. And so I worked with the CDCs, I worked with NTUC to make sure whatever we do at WDA reaches the common man, reaches the unemployed, so that their skills can get upgraded, they can get employed. So when I was offered a chance to go to NTUC, I also jumped at it, because then I continued to apply the principle to make sure that whatever we do affect unions, affect the workers, and various companies. So I hope I'll have the support of Singaporeans so that we can continue to bring real benefits to real people.